Jehova Shama, Mungu wa Israeli, hakuna Mungu kama wewe. Jehova Shama, Mungu wa Israeli, hakuna Mungu kama wewe. Ninakupenda Mungu wa Israeli, hakuna Mungu kama wewe. Ninakupenda Mungu wa Israeli, hakuna Mungu kama wewe. Hello everybody, welcome to the Keep It Moving channel, where everything is possible to those who believe. This is your host, Ev.Rachel Korrompoi, declaring that this is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Today I want us to go talk about the boy child, the seed bearer. Yes, that man who was born and made the family rejoice and happy, because every home that has a boy child feels complete. But as we discussed last time, we saw that the girl child is being molested. She's going through a lot. The boy child is as well going through all that conflict that the boy child is going through. The boy child is also going through sexual molestation. He's also going through depression. He's also going through conflict, physical and psychological. So parents, how are we going to help the boy child? The boy child needs someone to listen to. The boy child needs someone to talk to. The boy child needs a leaning shoulder. The boy child is as well a child. This behavior of telling boys, wewe ni mwanaume hakuna kulia, no crying, is very depressing, because we are bringing up men who are growing up being so hard inside, men who can hide their emotions. In my language, we have a proverbs that say that the tears of a man are shed inside the chest. So the boy, even when they lose it, they don't cry. They were told men don't cry. So they don't have the right to show their emotions. Those are the men we are bringing up. We are bringing up a generation of men who don't care, who don't mind, who are not, they're like, I don't know which word I'll use. It's like they're not there. It's like they're not present. Why? Because we brought them up believing like they are stones. We put a lot of harsh, strong, powerful words to an extent that this boy doesn't know who to share with. So they end up in squads or in groups that are questionable. And then you are there crying, mtoto wangu amepotea, mtoto wangu akona gang, akona squad. You let him. Why? Because even when he's late, you don't call to inquire, Tom, where are you, my son? And sometimes when we call, me being a culprit, now, this is the sword. This is why I always tell you teaching is a double-edged sword. And iron's iron. So I'll be like, Tom, kwapi? Umesahau. And then I'm very tough on him. I'm not helping that child. So what do we do as parents? It is time that the way we call our girls and wanting to know, Janet, uko wapi mami? Ebu kwe kwa nyumba by 7. We should say the same to our John, to our Tom, to our David, to that boy child that God has given you. Because if you want to have a generation, a strong and stable generation, you must also be there strong, giving out your love, which is unconditional. My daughter told me today, Mom, when you talk about the girl child, let there be unconditional love between the boy child and the girl child. Let there be no favorism. Favor no one child, because we have that weakness. You may favor the girl and and see like the boy is already favored because yeye ni mwenye boma. And even when we look at the societies and the organizations right now, 99% of organizations in the world are helping the girl child. The girl child is being supported psychologically, physically, mentally, and intellectually. But who is right now supporting the boy in that same manner? Remember that these same boys who nobody is taking care of, who no organization is standing or fighting for, these boys who are fighting drugs, alcoholism, masturbation, and homosexuality, these same boys are the same boys who we are waiting to come and marry our precious, well taken of, well watched over daughters. Those boys are, or let me say, these boys are our sons-in-laws. Yes, so we are educating a girl child, protecting her, elevating her, giving her a standard. Whereas the boy child is not educated, or he's just been left there. Survival for the fittest. Mungu atamuonekania. And let me tell you, my dear parents, fellow parents, if there is something that the devil hates, or if there is something that the devil fights, it's the boy child. Because the boy child is the seed carrier. He is the carrier of one generation to the other generation. For your family to see the 10th generation, or the 5th generation, or the 4th generation, there must be a boy child in your lineage, such that your son, now you have a lineage, your son should have a son, and that son should have a son. Now you have a lineage that will be called yours. And that is what the devil is targeting, to destroy the seed of your family. So, women, let us open our eyes, even fathers, guardians, everybody. Let us give our children, the boy child, a listening ear. Let us be there for them. Let us give them a chance to express their emotions, their fears, their excellences, and their visions. Because I've come to realize that what we always look at the boy child is, how are you doing in your exams? Unaona kwa hiyo degree unachukua, unaona ukitoka na nini? Ujue hapa tunangojea first class honors. Na sasa hiyo mtoto asiwa first class honors, he's also a child. Pengine hata he's not meant to be there. Maybe you have even pushed him to become a doctor, whereas he is an artisan. Maybe he's even an artist wa kuchora cartoon, lakini umemlazimisha akuwe doctor because he's your son. Let us give our sons a chance to become sons, the people they desire to be. And as much as we will not give out our daughters, we shall not also give out our sons, because even them, when they go there to their uncle's home and their aunt's home, they are also molested. Just like the girl child, the boy child is also molested physically and sexually. Umesahau kuna homosexual? Yes. And this boy, because he was told never to cry, because he was told never to express emotion and show fear and defeat, atakukalia ngumu. Utaona tu mtu anadidimia kwa madawa ya kulevya, kwa ulevi, and you do not know what is happening. You'll go to a room and the room is so untidy, you feel like dying at the door. Umemjengea kaman cave kule, karum kake kako kule, uko ni kwa tom. You don't want to know what happens. Sometimes visit the man cave. Sometimes have lunch with that boy. Tom, today can we have lunch? Niko mahali fulani. Na don't tell him unataka kula nini, kuku, pizza. Give him an option to also feel that his heart desire is also respected. Akikwambia hata anataka kula nguruwe, sawa, twende mahali nguruwe uchomo, because you want to have time with this child. Sometimes dig in, want to know, do you have a girlfriend? Who is her name? Sometimes try to, and don't pretend. Be true, be real. Children know how to read us. They know how to interpret the lines in between. When you are deep so much pretending, he knows that you are pretending. Be open, be true, be there, pray with him, walk with him. Don't be ashamed of your child because maybe, unajua, I think we are mothers of boys. So if God has given you a chance to mother and to become a parent to a boy child, stand up for that boy. Do not give him so much. Don't give him a very big target. Give him a normal target. If you are a father, because you failed or maybe because you never reached university, don't let that become the measuring sieve for your son. Lazima uende campus, lazima ukue hii. No, you will traumatize your son. You will give him thoughts because maybe he's not, maybe sio hiyo, maybe yeye si engineer, pengine yeye sio daktari, pengine yeye sio sijui lawyer, and that is what you want. Let us bring up sons who are able to open up, who are able to share and relate with us in the family setting. Because the boys we are bringing up are the husbands for the future. They are fathers for the future. Let us not bring rejected, trampled, broken sons, because the daughters that we have elevated so much will suffer in society. They'll find themselves in troubled marriages. They'll marry depressed men. They will marry psychopaths. Why? Because we never gave our sons time to become humans. So it is time we parents give our sons time to become human. Mtu kama amevunjika moyo, wacha akwambie. Me, I've seen sons who have been broken. I've seen sons who've been, that it is like life has been taken away from them. Somebody comes and cries with you and tells you, Auntie, mimi nimeona hii, nimeambiwa hii. Baka, the way he tells you, it also breaks me. It breaks you. So I had one who told me that whenever you are not around, this is what my mother does to me. She beats me, she scolds me, she abuses me, she calls me this. And let me tell you, I thank God that boy shared with me, because at least we had time to pray together, and I had time to confront the mother and tell her the truth. I thank God right now, that boy, that son of mine, he's a father. Let me tell you, sons are children. They have the right to cry. They have the right to express their emotions. They have the right to say no. They have the right for somebody to wash their clothes. They have the right to good food. They have the right to a peaceful home. Sons, our boy child has the right equivalent to the rights that are equated to the dog child. Let us not look down on our boys, because as much tusiruhusu shetani atutumie sisi kuvunja ile mbegu ambayo Mungu ameweka kwa mikono yetu. Sons, remember that sons are the seed bearers. Without a son, there is no generation. He carries the seed of continuity. I love you so much, and God loves you so much. And thank you for your likes and calls. Thank you also for your comments. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. This is the Keep It Moving channel, where everything is possible to those who believe. I love you. See you next time. Amen.